How to get the best commercial property deals before they even hit the market. Do you ever feel like you're swimming upriver instead of going with the flow, and everybody else seems to be getting the best commercial property deals out there with the most ability to add value and at the best prices? Well, it's all down to one thing with two people. And today we're going to jump into that. So it's all about getting the best commercial property deals before they hit the market. It's all about one thing with two people. Let's jump in and discuss that right now. And then you've got to create a relational kind of situation. Relations are assets just as much as physical property are assets. Relationships are assets, and they produce gold. You need a relationship with your commercial property surveyor so that before you buy anything, and when you're assessing things, you can actually ping them a text and say, what's the comps like in this area? Are they going south? Are they going north? Are they stabilized? And then not only comps, but what's zone A like? What kind of comps are we getting for zone A? And what would that mean on my deal, my property? Because they know all this, because this is what they do day in, day out. Let me tell you a story about relationships.
Is this about Anthony?
Yeah. Do you want to tell the story?
It's my story, isn't it?
It's Elaine's story.
It's my story.
I won't steal the thunder. So this is a story about a commercial property agent that I know quite well. He's a really good guy, and he works for DM Hall on the West Coast. Ross now knows him. I introduced Ross to him. A really good chat. So fire away.
Anthony, we're having a coffee, and it's just having a coffee with agents, and now we've got a really good relationship, well, Dan has, with Anthony, because just before we started talking business, we were just doing normal talk, chit chat, and that's when you've really got to listen to what the agent's got to say. And he was telling us a story about his next door neighbour has a little boy who has a disability, and his big thing was to have a little pin out a Hard Rock Cafe. He had loads of these pins, and Anthony was saying that he'd just been in Marbella, bought this little boy a pin from a Hard Rock Cafe, and he told this little boy that he had it, but on the way through airport security, he'd lost it. It just went click, click to me. Fortunately, Dan and I were going to Marbella the next few days. I went straight to the Hard Rock Cafe shop, bought a pin, gave it to Dan. The next meeting, now Anthony phones Dan up, or he'll say to Dan, is this interested in you? Just because we did that for him, didn't ask us to do it, didn't know we were going to do it.
We never told him. It's just
we just listened to what he had to say, and this wee boy is so happy, and he's texting saying, oh my God, just made this wee boy his best day ever. So
it cost us 20 quid,
20 years.
And he'll remember that for life. And that is, really the basics of creating a relationship, doing something for somebody else first before you get something yourself. Another thing about the same chap, actually, we're getting a valuation on remember the Boomerang Bob deal, the Vicky's old property in Largs. Well, when we were getting a valuation a couple of months ago, which came in at 520,000, which is quite cool. We had three valuation prices come in. One was 800, one was like 950, and one was 1150. And you never believe it, but we actually went for the one at 1150. And that was because it was Anthony's company, DM Hall. So they were the most expensive by £300. And being a Scotsman, that's hard to swallow. But we went for that one just because he'd done a lot of work for us, but he never got a result. So he'd put a lot of time and never got a result. So we were trying to pay him back, put food on his table for doing this. He actually brought the co-op funeral care to the table, and we went to heads of terms. We eventually went to legals for the Vicky's site. And Anthony did his job there. But unfortunately, internally, the co-op funeral care changed their mind. They changed the whole macro plan of what they're doing in the UK. And, I lost out, co-op funeral care lost out, and Anthony lost out a fee. So this is my kind of way of saying, kind of well done bringing them to the table, and he'll remember that as well. So, that's kind of things that agents remember, and they remember you when a deal comes to them. Yeah. Because you've done things in the past. I mean, they're tiny things, but it's all, this property is a people business, and people are all about relationships.